The new trailer for the long-awaited Chainsaw Man anime from MAPPA Studios has dropped, and it's safe to say that fans are hyped, myself included. Now, I know what you're all thinking. What? Anime Culture Corner post tonight? I thought he said he couldn't. Well, I forgot there was a Chainsaw Man trailer coming out last night, and screw it, I could not resist. So I reluctantly set up my new computer. Very, very reluctantly. I woke up this morning and the trailer, it was like an early Christmas present. The animation looks incredible, the lack of censorship in the trailer is a really good sign going forward, and it all just looked really, really crisp. And oh my god, Makima. Someone call the cops because, bro, we got a new wave of Makima stans coming and they're about to get up to no good. None at all. The show isn't even animated. We got like 2 seconds of her in the clip and she's already doing things to me. Like, oh, sheesh. If you didn't know already, if you're going into this video without reading Chainsaw Man or hearing about it beforehand, Chainsaw Man is one of the biggest names out in Shonen Jump right now, and it certainly set a new precedent for a new level of maturity and gore in shonen manga. It is part of what we colloquially refer to as the Dark Trio in Shonen Jump, consisting of the recently finished Hell's Paradise, the currently on hiatus series Jujutsu Kaisen, which I'm sure you all know, and of course Chainsaw Man, which isn't actually serializing right now as we wait for part 2. Man, I didn't even realize none of them are coming out with chapters right now. Seriously deprived of dark manga at the moment. Anyway, having read and enjoyed all 3 of these series, Chainsaw Man definitely stands out as the darkest and probably the most unique. I think the other 2, while still generally having more explicit violence than normal shonen manga, there's still a lot of shonen tropes and similarities that Chainsaw Man really doesn't have. It makes it the dark horse of Jump even among these 3, and as such, it has attracted a huge cult following. Chainsaw Man is beloved by fans for the depths to which it goes and complete absence of any kind of censorship or restrictions, as it depicts some of the most beautiful violence to grace the pages of mainstream manga. I made a video about it a while ago, back before I even had like 1,000 subscribers, which you can check out if you want a little bit of my insight into the actual manga and my thoughts on it. But to summarize that like 4-something minute video, I love it. I love Chainsaw Man. I was very excited for the anime, I was gushing about it, and this trailer has really gotten my hopes up. But, and yes, I know, there is a but, we do have to be wary of one major thing. MAPPA. And look, before you get mad, I'm not the kind of person to hate on MAPPA at all. I think they do the best with what they're given, and they take on huge titles with an already massive workload that is totally admirable, and they do great work. But Chainsaw Man will either get the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment, or the Attack on Titan Season 4 treatment. Keep in mind how the Attack on Titan trailer looked compared to the actual anime. There wasn't a single sight of CG in the trailer, but just about every Titan scene in the actual show did have CG in it. Again, no CG slander, it was pretty tastefully done by MAPPA. Not to mention the way characters looked was a bit different as well, and again, I want to reiterate that I do not hate Attack on Titan Season 4 or its animation, but there is an admittable difference between the actual trailer and the anime. I just really hope this isn't the case with Chainsaw Man as well. Because not only would that be very disappointing for fans who just saw the trailer, it would slightly put MAPPA's reputation down even more. Then it goes from being a one-time small mistake to a repeated one and precedent that really wouldn't be very good. But to move past that possible negative, they could also give it the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment, which would be incredible. The studio isn't burdened this year from what I'm aware, at least not with the year's 2 biggest titles like in 2020, so I'm very hopeful that they can put their everything into Chainsaw Man. And if you don't understand what the Jujutsu Kaisen treatment is, it's just insanely good animation. That's all it is. It's pretty clear, or at least I hope so, that they aren't going to censor the show based on the trailer, which was a lot of fans' #1 worries. Especially with a series that relies so heavily on great, violent fight scenes with tons of gore. So, if it receives the JJK treatment and doesn't hold anything back, then it'll definitely hit the ground running. Chainsaw Man already has such a strong manga fanbase, and with the boom that Jujutsu Kaisen brought in the anime community, I'm confident Chainsaw Man's reputation will see the same thing. Call me a pessimist, but I have a very difficult time getting my hopes up for anime adaptations, because having high expectations almost always leads to disappointment. But I really enjoyed the trailer. The way the characters had this almost like rough sketch feel to them, they weren't super smooth, but almost had this grainy and rough around the edges feel to them, really fits with the manga. Makima looks hauntingly beautiful as always, and you can really see the resemblance to Jujutsu Kaisen animation in the monsters and character movements here. So if we needed any sign it was getting that treatment, I mean, we've got it. But again, trailers can be misleading. Sadly, it wouldn't be the first time. Now, what do you guys think? Comment below. I mean, the trailer itself, standalone, without any worries, was crisp. It was fire. Everything from the demons to the characters to the action. If you haven't yet read the manga, I personally recommend doing that before the anime. Not only will it get you more hype, but you'll get a glimpse of one of the best new dark manga. And you can get ready for part 2 as well, which I'm sure is like light years away from being animated. Plus, if the anime does disappoint, then at least you have the comfort of the manga. But let's all keep our hopes up. It looks great, and once again, I believe and put my hopes into MAPPA. Best of luck. Oh, and also, if you're a real one, if you're this far into the video, I've got a new series planned out that's slated to be released, I don't know, within the next couple weeks, about manga that I binge read and my review on them and rating and all that kind of crap. So if you're this far, if you're a manga reader or you want to get into manga, look forward to it. I'm really hyped about it, and I'll see you guys then. Or actually, I'm posting videos before then, so I guess I'll see you next time. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future in-depth show, manga, and character analyses.